What happens when a picture-perfect mom influencer tries to lock away the very files that could explain her toddler's death? 2 missing pages from an Arizona police report may hold answers Emily Kaiser doesn't want 5.5 million followers to read. Tonight we trace how a 5-minute distraction, a felony allegation, and a public records fistfight turned one family's tragedy into the internet's most heated privacy debate. Welcome back to the Criminal Minds. May 12, 2025. Temperature, 94 degrees, skies flawless. Inside a Chandler, Arizona backyard, 3-year-old Trig Kaiser splashed near the uncovered pool while his dad, Brady, balanced a newborn in one arm and a phone in the other. He says the baby fussed. Attention drifted. 3 to 5 minutes passed. Silence replaced giggles. Brady sprinted outside, found Trig floating face down. CPR, 911, paramedics. 6 days later, the little boy's heartbeat faded in a pediatric ICU. Neighbors wept. Emily's TikTok grid froze on a half-smiling Mother's Day photo. Yet grief was only chapter 1. But the tragedy didn't stop at the waterline. Legal waves rolled in next. Chandler detectives combed surveillance video, phone logs, and pool cover settings for 2 full months. On July 15th, the department stepped onto social platform X. Investigators recommend class for felony child abuse charge against Brady Kaiser. Under Arizona Statute 13 to 3,623 Argentine pesos. Class 4 means criminal negligence, so gross, it risks deadly harm. Translation? Prosecutors could seek up to 3.75 years if they convince jurors Brady ignored a glaring danger. Online, the hashtag Justice for Trig erupted. Some cried negligence. Others called police heartless for doubling a family's pain. Emily posted a single black screen, "Pray for us" story, and nothing more. Yet within 10 days, the legal map flipped again. When Chandler's case file hit Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell's desk, her staff applied a brutal filter. Can 12 strangers convict beyond a reasonable doubt? Result, no. On July 25th, the office quietly declined to prosecute, citing insufficient evidence. Their press release emphasized that a jury must find Brady's mistake a gross deviation from normal parenting. Here, the surveillance timeline didn't meet that bar. Boom, felony vaporized. But an unintended effect followed. Reporters now coveted the investigative file Chandler had built. Transparency groups argued, if police wanted charges, we deserve to see why. No trial meant no courtroom exhibit. So the tug-of-war shifted to public records.
What is that? Eye drops. I like that, eye drops. Brady's most recent Costco purchase.
On May 27th, even before prosecutors bowed out, Emily Kaiser's attorneys filed a preemptive lawsuit to seal a broad list: 911 audio, body cam clips, autopsy photos, and surveillance video of Trig's final moments. But most contested were 2 narrative pages where detectives detail why they labeled Brady's lapse criminal. Emily says releasing them invites TikTok reenactments, deepfakes, and endless moral judging. Chandler City lawyers offered to redact personal info, names, birth dates, medical data. Emily's team said not enough. They want the heart of the recommendation gone. Media attorney Matthew Kelly, representing the Arizona Republic, fired back. Those pages are critical for the public to understand the split between police and prosecutors. The result? A First Amendment showdown pitting bereaved parents against Sunshine Law stalwarts, which raises a thorny question. Do influencers get less privacy because their brand is family life itself? Emily's feed is built on bedtime routines, Cheerio spills, and sun-drenched pool days. Legal experts note that once you monetize motherhood, courts often treat you as a limited-purpose public figure, meaning thinner privacy armor. Kelly argues the disputed pages describe government actions, not private heartbreak. Under Arizona law, reports become public once investigations close. Exceptions require compelling, specific harm, not vague fears that someone might misuse data. Emily's lawyers counter that tech now lets trolls turn documents into viral true crime videos within hours. Emotional harm to surviving children is inevitable. Judges must weigh intangible wounds against democratic oversight. Meanwhile, the internet keeps scrolling, and each silence breeds a fresh rumor. Before May, Emily Kaiser's brand was domestic bliss. 5.5 million followers watched her color-code toddler snacks, joke about sleep training, and film day in the life, montages that pulled 8-figure views. That intimacy fuels empathy, but also suspicion. Fans feel entitled to answers. Skeptics sniff stage perfection. The drowning shattered the fairy tale. Comments flipped from heart emojis to CSI inquiries. Instagram story apologies competed with demands like, show the footage or stop posting. Brands paused sponsorships. A diaper company pulled ads citing unresolved questions. Influencer culture thrives on access, sealing record stars at loop, yet oversharing risks commodifying grief. Emily stands on a knife edge. Protect her family or feed the feed. Into that chaos stepped one more voice. The ex-prosecutor explaining why gross deviation is so hard to prove. Former state and federal prosecutor Kurt Allman says Arizona juries look for conduct so outrageous, even a hurried parent would gasp. Think leaving a pool uncovered all day while binge gaming inside. Brady's admitted distraction. 5 minutes caring for a newborn. Maybe tragic yet ordinary. Allman suspects police flag timeline holes. Surveillance clips possibly showing longer gaps than Brady claimed. But memory fog after trauma rarely equals criminal intent. Prosecutors, seasoned in child abuse trials, saw conviction odds crumble. Allman also notes dueling missions. Detectives gather facts. Prosecutors merge law with strategy. Disagreement aren't scandal. They're built-in checks. Still, without those narrative pages, the public can't judge whose analysis rings truer. So the courtroom moved to the clerk's office, where a judge now decides what we all may read next. The medical examiner already scrubbed Trigg's listing from its website to avoid a record request avalanche. A temporary injunction blocks any release until the judge finishes an in-camera review, line by line, to balance grief and governance. Observers predict a split order. Basic narrative and detective rationale unsealed, graphic images and home surveillance Loctite. For the Kaisers, legal bills mount as therapy sessions multiply. Emily's latest post shows a candlelit living room captioned, "Healing in Progress." Comments debate whether it's solace or staging. Outside their walls, legislators cite the case while drafting bills on AI-altered crime footage. Media coalitions warn against a slippery slope of secrecy. And somewhere on a server, the two contested pages wait. Either confirm negligence, clear a name, or simply remind us that accidents can defy easy labeling. So, should those pages stay hidden to spare a shattered family, or shine light on how justice is weighed when toddlers die? If your child's story became headline gold, would you seal the files or let the world decide? Drop your verdict below. I'll be in the comments section reading every take. Because long after the court rules, the bigger question lingers. Where do parental privacy and public accountability finally meet? For more stories like this, hit the subscribe button.